Hello, good afternoon, everybody. I am Dr. Abhishek Soni. I am once again here with the short lecture on basic mechanical engineering. And yesterday, I have given you some numericals of resistance in the strain gauge in the last lecture, and I have also given the answer and also told the formulas, that which formulas you have to apply to solve those numericals. I do hope you will be able to solve those easy numericals. Those are all formula based numericals and they are very easy to solve if you go through them and write down the procedure that I have told you in the classroom, how to solve the numericals, as we were used to do in the unit of fluid mechanics as well as in the unit of thermal engineering, as well as we have seen in the unit of reciprocating machines also, and as well as we have also seen the numericals in the unit of measurement in error analysis in the classroom. So, continuing with our lecture, I have started the discussion regarding the machine tools, and I have told you what are machine tools, what are different types of machine tools, and what is the difference between machine tools and cutting tool. As far as our curriculum of the first year of your syllabus is concerned, I have told you yesterday that only operations and regarding the machine, what are various components is asked in the examination. There is not much detail to go in the topic regarding the machine tools as far as numericals are concerned. So only the outskirt of the machine tools and little bit of the machining process is there in your syllabus. So we are going on to the outskirts, and you please listen up what I am saying, and you can go through the reference books which are with you, so you will be it will be very easy for you to understand. So yesterday we have started the discussion regarding the machine tools, and I have told you how we can classify the machine tools in various forms. So I am just recalling the things again. Machine tools may be classified in number of ways. The classification question also comes sometimes in the examination. So yesterday I have told you one of the broad classification of the machine tools, and today also I am telling you the classification of the machine tools. You please listen up and just try to go through the things that I am saying. Now machine tools are classified in many ways. Yesterday I have told you the one broad classification. Now it is based on another classification. First, it is based on the production capabilities and applications. In this, we have single purpose machine tools, in which these are machine tools which are designed specifically for performing single operations on the jobs. These are highest amount of automation and are used in mass production. These machine tools are specifically for one product and are least flexible. Examples are transfer lines. They are designed and devoted to only single type of production. That's why they are least flexible. Then production machine tools. In these machines, number of functions are automated and operator skills required to produce the components is reduced. A general purpose machine may also be converted into the production machine by utilizing jigs and fixtures. Jigs and fixtures are the machine components that are utilized for improving the efficiency of the machine. Some examples of production are capstan and turret lathe. You might have seen in the workshop the capstan and turret lathe. Yesterday also I told you in our college in a workshop we have these machines. Then special purpose machine tools. These machine tools are specifically designed for given application. The setting operations in these machines is practically eliminated and complete automation is achieved. This greatly reduces the manufacturing time and manufacturing cost. These machines are expensive and used in mass production. The disadvantage of these machines is that they are restrictive in their application and capabilities. Example are special purpose machine tools are camshaft grinding, piston turning lathes, and last one is general purpose machine tool, that is the basic machine tools. As the name suggests, the general purpose machine tools are designed to perform a variety of operations on wide range of components. Examples are of these machines are lathe machines, shaper machines, and milling machine tools. Now, another classification is based on the surface generated, that is machine tools producing the flat surfaces. So example of these type of machine tools are shaper machine, slaughter machine, milling machine, broaching machine. Second classification is machine tools producing revolved surface. So example is lathe machine, drilling machine, boring machine, and another type is miscellaneous machine tools. This includes gear cutting machine tools, thread milling machine tools, and sewing and filing machine tools. Now, as I have told you earlier, in all these machines, generally metal is removed in form of the chips. So I have told you basically there are three different type of chips, that is continuous type of chips, discontinuous type of chips, and chips with built-up edges. And there is one more classification, that is segmented type of chips. So basically these are four types of chips those are produced in the machining operations in various machines. You might have also seen in the carpentry shop that wooden lathe machines are used, and in that you have seen that the upper part or the material is removed from the wooden pieces. Those pieces are known as chips, as well as when we go for the metallic jobs, the material that is removed, they are known as the chips. Now, since in our syllabus there is a lathe machine, so I have told you yesterday also in the last lecture that lathe machine is one of the oldest machine tool invented, and it is known as mother of all the machines. It is the most fundamental and versatile machine tool with large number of uses in all manufacturing shops. A large number of operations can easily be performed on lathe machine, and with the help of some substitutions or attachments, we can also do the operations which is not possible on the lathe machine. So in today's scenario also till lathe machine is one of the most important machine tool in the workshop. Now there are different types of lathe machines available. They can be categorized as center lathe, tool room lathe, special purpose lathe, popping lathe, capstan and turret lathe. So you can go through the books. What is our center lathe? What is difference between capstan and turret lathe? This is the important question that is asked in the university paper. What is the difference between capstan and turret lathe? Okay, what are automatic lathes? So CNC machines are generally fall under the category of automatic machines, in which we can feed the program in the form of G and M codes, and also with the help of the geometrical statement. So this was the classification of the lathe machine. Now when we go to the constructional detail of the lathe machine, so basically that lathe machine is divided into 6 parts. The first one is your bed, second one is your head stock on which chuck is mounted for holding the workpiece. A chuck may be a 3-jaw chuck or 4-jaw chuck. Okay? So chuck may be of different types. They may be 3-jaw chuck, 4-jaw chuck, magnetic chucks. Depending on the requirements, these chucks are used for work holding devices. So on the this part that is on the left hand side, it is known as headstock is there, and on the right hand side we have the tailstock. So we can use the dead centers for finding out the centers. That's on the side of the tailstock we have the cylindrical center, that is known as dead center, and on the headstock side we have live center. Another part is that is your carriage. Carriage is there on which your all the compound slide, cross slide is mounted. Then we have feed mechanism, and then in the last we have legs. So these are the 6 parts on which your machine is divided, and you can see the figure in the books. So you will be you can easily understand what is where and of which material it is made up of, where is headstock situated, where is tailstock situated, where is carriage mounted, and where is feed mechanism, and where are legs. So you can go through this with the help of the simple definitions. And the question that is formed in the university is that what are the with the help of the neat sketch, explain different part of the lathe machine. So you can go through these operations. So it is not only definitions comes in the examination. As far as the specification of the lathe machine is concerned, it is not asked in the your examination. Then comes with the help of neat sketch, explain various operations that are possible on the lathe machine. So in the previous lecture also I have discussed what are the various operations that are possible on the lathe machine. I am just repeating again. You can go through in the books the definition of these operations, and they are easy to understand depending as the name suggesting, these operations are named according to. So operation is turning. It is the operation of producing cylindrical job. It is the most general operation on lathe machine. Second one is your taper turning. Taper turning is used for producing the removal of the material and producing the tapered job, and with the help of compound slide, by using form tails and offsetting the tailstock, we can achieve this operation. Then we have a facing operation for producing the flat surfaces. When the perpendicular feed is given to the machine. Then we have knurling operation, we have drilling operation, we have boring operation, and we have thread cutting operation. So you can easily go through these type of definitions of these operations only from the books, and you can easily understand. So there is nothing much to explain regarding these operations. So and in the similar fashion you can go through the milling machine also. And one question I am giving you, what is the difference between up milling and down milling? What are various operations which are possible on the milling machine? So you can go through these operations, and this finishes above the unit of the measurement. In the subsequent lecture we will start engineering materials. Okay, bye. Till then, remain safe.